Okay, I'm good. Let's go!
Welcome back to Greg's Cookbook, man. I got a real special old-fashioned recipe for you, man. One of the healthiest soups in the world. When I say old-fashioned, we're talking about probably 500, 600, 700 years. I mean, very, very old. It comes from Transylvania, believe it or not. A good friend of mine gave me this recipe back in, she's from Europe, and this is one of the things she grew up with. Transylvania is where Count Dracula was. He was a count named Dracula, and if you know anything about the story and vampires, it will lead you to the element of what we're cooking today, which is garlic soup. Garlic soup is one of the, probably the healthiest soup in the world, and garlic itself is kind of one of those superfoods that has so many properties and health benefits. It is known to cure from plagues to the common cold and everything in between. A friend of mine told me a story once of this this girl in Romania. You know, this is years ago before it's politically correct to do this. But back in the day, the girl was a little messed up. You know, she didn't quite come out all there. You know, she was a little bit, a little slow, and couldn't walk. You know, had a lot of issues. So the family didn't really appreciate that. It was kind of looked bad on the family, so they took her up to the attic. And they locked her up there for many years. And the attic is covered with all this garlic strands and everything else. And they didn't really give two shits about her. And she ended up kind of like they figured she'd just die up there, you know. Well, she started eating all this garlic, you know. That's the only thing there. She ate so much garlic that this Wonder Woman actually stood up and walked down the steps finally. And that's a true story. So I don't know. I mean, that's what garlic does. It cures paralysis, I guess, too. In all honesty, what it really does, it lowers your blood pressure, lowers cholesterol. It's very good for the heart, increases the immune system. So there's tons of benefits. And that's what we're going to do here, guys. What we have right here is, I've already chopped up a lot of this garlic here. We have about 6 heads of garlic. We got brown rice. We got chicken, and then we have chicken broth that's going to go in there too. It's a very simplistic meal. It takes about a half an hour to prep and cook and everything, so it takes a little bit longer. But if you notice the pot size I got here, man, that's more than one serving. That's a big motherfucking pot, and it's not all going to go down one time. So what I do is, because this takes a little bit of time, it's probably one of the longest kind of durations of prep time kind of meals I've ever done for you guys, about half an hour. So I make a big size, big family size, and then I have it helping, and I throw it in the fridge, and it goes all week long. This garlic soup, and it's not just garlic soup. It's got a little kick to it because it's got tons of protein in there too. Very low carb, just brown rice with all the carbs. Tons of flavor in the chicken broth. We also have some chicken broth squares here we're going to throw in there too. And then all the garlic. And then it's just basically just some salt and pepper, and let it marinate. I'll show you how to prep this, guys. And it's something that's really going to impress anybody that comes over to your house or anything. But right now, we're just taking this garlic and we're peeling the skin off on each piece and just going to get it nice and naked. So basically you're just going to take a piece here, cut a little bit off, and then peel it off, and then I'm going to, same on the front side, kind of just cut the stem off there, and then it peels the skin right off. I'm going to do that for a while, and so I got a few more to do here, guys, and then I will be right back with you, and I'll show you where we go from here, step 2. So about garlic, guys, as we're finishing up here, and that's the last one. How do you know what is good garlic and bad garlic? Because some of them, it kind of goes bad after a while, and you kind of lose some of the flavor and stuff. So let me show you exactly what you want to look for when you're picking your garlic up from the store, because I did not know this. I learned this the hard way, and got some soft garlic. No one likes shit soft in life. Everyone wants that hard motherfucker. So basically what you do is you got this garlic, right? One, it should be nice and dry, flaky like this. The way you open it is you smash this end down, and it kind of starts to kind of crumble the inside, and it'll also start peeling off. This is what we want right here, these guys. It should be nice and firm, you know. It shouldn't be like you squeeze it like a jelly bean and it just opens up. That's no good. And the way it looks here, if you look at it, it's kind of like a, for whatever sense, like a banana in a way. And when you peel a banana, you start from one end and you peel it back. So you just kind of pop that part off right there, cut it, and then just peel back the banana, you know? And that's going to take the skin off. And then we have all of our, I'll tell you, this stuff gets sticky. and it starts to smell like shit. Well, it smells good, I think, but most people don't like it. So there you have that. I'm gonna keep this one going because at the very end of our stew, because it's gonna cook for about 30 minutes. Then we're gonna dump all this, another one at the very end, just for flavoring and stuff. Garlic actually is a natural mosquito repellent too, believe it or not. And that's kind of where the whole vampire thing, Count Dracula, Transylvania thing is all about, because, you know, natural mosquitoes, what they do is that they get onto the parasite, being you know? And, I mean, they get on the host, being you, as a parasite, and they inject themselves and suck the blood out. And there's a lot of, like, disease and stuff that can flow that way. So the different chemicals that are in garlic produces an odor that repels them. They can't stand it. So that's how the whole vampire sucking blood, they put garlic around it and repels that. Does that work? I don't know. Never met a vampire to find out. So if I do though, I'll be grabbing silver bullets and garlic splinters, I guess. Okay, so that's our garlic. What we're gonna do now, guys, is we'll take each one of these pieces and we're gonna chop it up a little bit more. How much are we gonna chop it up? We're not gonna like liquefy these guys. We're just gonna take each long belly here, and then we're just gonna cut it kind of like, you know, decent sizes. You know, nothing too small. And we're gonna do that to every single one of these. Just kind of put them up, kind of like that kind of size right there. So to make it a little bit faster, we're gonna break the rules here, and I'm gonna grab my damn machete because I love using this thing. I don't get to use it enough. So let's see what we got here.
Yeah, we bring the stars out. We bring the women and the cars and the cards out. Let's have a toast, a celebration, get a glass out. And we can do this until we pass out.
Now guys, if you guys don't want to go through all this kind of prep, you can actually buy the garlic already cleaned and peeled and kind of cut too. Just make sure it's fresh. It's not like some soggy garlic, and you'll be good to go. I kind of like this. It's kind of like, for me, the prep of food kind of gives me a little bit of time to kind of unwind and kind of think about what's going on in the day. And you know, you're not going 100 miles an hour. You're kind of on your own accord here. Instead of like running around deadlines, no, you just chill and relax, man. Making some nutrition for your body. All right, so once all this garlic is cut up, guys, I'm gonna go into a pot. Looks about good. So dump it all into the pot here. That's a lot of garlic, man, I tell you. It's gonna repel everybody. Vampires, mosquitoes, girls, dogs. So if you're feeling kind of lonely, down on yourself, spend some time alone, garlic soup. Okay, we got that. Wash this off. The next thing, guys, lean chicken. We got 3 huge chicken breasts here. Probably looking at, you know, a good, 100, 150 grams of protein in this thing too, as well as all the benefits of the garlic. First thing we're gonna do here, guys, is just cut all the fat off that we don't need. And then we're just gonna take the chicken breasts and just cut them into just cubes, basically. It's gonna go into the soup.
It's okay, I'm good. Let's go! Yeah, we bring the stars out. We bring the women and the cars and the cards out. Let's have a toast, a celebration, get a glass out. And we can do this until we pass out.
Let it play, let it go away.
Yeah,
We won't come down until we hit the ground.
yeah, pass out.
Okay, that's all our chicken in there. The size of them, guys, you guys can make these cubes as big or as small as you want, you know. It's up to you. I mean, you're eating them. You make them bigger if you want. The smaller you make them, though, check it out. The smaller you make these cubes, the faster it'll cook. So, again, chicken's something that you have to cook all the way through. If you eat it raw, there's a lot of disease and stuff that's bad for you, unlike red meat or some fish. So you gotta make sure you cook it through. So the smaller you can make it, increases the surface area, which increases the time it takes to cook. Besides that, it's just about like, you know, how big of a piece you want to put your teeth into. Alright, so once we have that, now guys, what's in here right now is just garlic and chicken. That's all that's in there right now. What we're going to add in there now is straight up chicken broth. Low sodium, organic chicken broth. So instead of water and stuff, I like to use a chicken broth, tons of flavor. There's some good, you know, vitamins and stuff in there. But really, it's just about the flavor and stuff. Just going to pop this guy. Again, all this preparation, I don't like to do it too often. So I make a nice big pot of this. I'm going to put 2 of these guys in there. It's like an old man pissing in the pot here, pissing in the pot. Same color too. Oh, doesn't smell like piss though, so that's a good thing. Last thing goes in there, brown rice, man. Low carb, complex carbohydrates, so it's a slow release energy. So the good carbs, you know, it's not something you're gonna eat late at night, guys. Something during the day to keep you going. That's gonna go in there and help that. Now you guys can buy this rice cooked, or like already pre-cooked, like microwave, or like Uncle Ben's had the thing where you actually have to cook it and everything else. If you buy it that needs to be cooked, you have to cook it first before you put it in there, because it won't cook thoroughly enough to be nice and moist and stuff with the time it takes to actually cook the chicken and everything else and the garlic. So if you're gonna put this in there like I am, make sure you put pre-cooked rice already in there. That's key. Okay, so once all that's in there, we are going to just stir it around a bit. And this guy's on that oven, man, I tell you, about 30 minutes. We'll keep checking it back. You know, a low kind of medium heat. We'll come back, stir it around a little bit. Make sure, and when I say stir it around, you're just gonna make sure nothing sticks on the bottom and kind of fries it. But if you look in here, what we got here, man, we just got lots of rice and garlic and chicken. I mean, this is, not only is the garlic extremely beneficial and health benefits, but tons of great taste for you too. And then we got tons of chicken, the nice complex carbohydrates and brown rice, sustain energy throughout the day. And then fighting off the common cold, increases the immune system, lowers your blood pressure, cholesterol. I mean, it's just really, you know, a powerful meal here that once cooked once, enough. This is only for me, guys. I'm not eating it all in one sitting, but you know, once cooked once, it goes in the. This goes right here. So I go here, and once it's done cooking, it goes right in the fridge. And so, you know, easy prep time. So yeah, it takes me about a half an hour, 45 minutes to make it the one time, but throughout the week, all 7 days, you know, you keep feeding off of it with zero prep time, maybe a little microwave. So what I'm gonna do here is, wrong burner, go figure. Lived in this house for a couple years and I continue to do that every fucking time. So we're gonna put this guy kind of like on a medium heat, and then we'll keep coming back and stirring on. I'm not gonna bore you with it, but I'll show you how this is. At the very end, guys, at the very end, we're gonna put some salt, some pepper in there, and then that one last piece of garlic to really enhance the taste, to make sure everybody stays the fuck away from us, because our breath is just reeking of it. So coming to you soon, man. Can't come fast enough. Alright. Hey guys, one other thing. If you guys don't want to buy the chicken broth, then what you're going to do is actually get these chicken broth cubes. You mix these with water, read the directions. Same kind of thing as chicken broth. I'll show you really real fast what one is, just so you guys can see. This is a total overkill for this, but you know, it's just more flavoring. Alright, so you're just going to open this guy up. You know, you smash them up into little tiny pieces. Like so. And then I think it's 1 cube for 2 cups of water. We're going to make that a little bit less. That looks a cup. 2 cups. Look at that, man. I tell you, I've been cooking so long, I just know this shit, man. I don't need measuring things. So let's throw this guy in there, bam. Just kind of stir it around. Now you can see why I go and buy the chicken broth already pre-made. And why I put 2.5 cups in there, because I think I've lost at least a cup. It's like floating dingleberries. But okay, into the soup we go. Total overkill. And too much water. You guys get my point, I hope. Broth. Extra. In. Just so you can't say I didn't do it. Overkill. That was my nickname when I was on a Home and Garden show, Designed to Sell for 3 seasons. We always, like, when I'm doing the construction and stuff, you know, if it's something like this big, I put like 5 nails into it, glue it, caulk it, everything. They're like, dude, it's a little bit of overkill. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I go, that's right. I do it once, don't do it again. So just a little overkill on that too. Anyway, we'll be back. Alright, we're about 15 minutes into it. See how it's starting to look. Looking tasty. A little bit of this water and stuff from the chicken broth will burn off. At the very end, the last like 10 minutes or so, what we're going to do is put a little more garlic just for that fresh garlic flavor. And then at the very end, once it's finished, like cool, we take 1 egg and then a half cup of milk, fat-free milk. Beat the egg up, put the milk in there, and we pour that in there. It gives it a nice creamy, a little bit thicker feel. But we got at least about 20 minutes more. So, chill time. Alright guys, about 10 minutes out right now. Show you where we got. 10 minutes out is where we're going to put a little bit more garlic in there. And then put some pepper, some garlic salt, some parsley, a little bit of flavor and stuff on the 10-minute mark. You can see all that chicken broth right there. It's looking nice, real good. You can see a lot of the water's dropped down now. And I mean, you can see this is going to be one nice, thick, protein-enriched stew here. So we're just going to put the last bits of pepper, fresh garlic in there to kind of give it a little bit more flavor. A little bit of garlic salt if you want. There's a lot of salt, even though it's low sodium, in the chicken broth, but we can put a little bit more in there. A little bit of parsley. And then get some ground pepper in there. Just like forearm workout this will. Alright, good. So again, about 10 minutes guys, and we're going to be ready. After 10 minutes we turn it off, let it chill, cool down, simmer down some, and we put that milk and the egg in there. And this guy's ready all week long. We can enjoy this feast with, we've done the work for the whole week. Now we can just enjoy it. So, about 10 more minutes, and we will be finished. See you soon. Okay, we are finished. Turn this off. Now I'm just going to let it cool down. I'll bring it over to here. And now what we're going to do is going to add that 1 egg and a cup of milk. So let's grab 1 egg real fast. This just keeps it a little, gives you a little bit of cream, a little thicker. Now, some people take the yolk out. It's not that much, guys. It's there's some fat in there and saturated fat. You know, not good for cholesterol. There's so much vitamin there. I think it's worth the bang for the buck there. Okay, so let's mix this guy up. Scramble him. Now we're just going to put a cup of milk in there. Here we are. Milk. Fat-free, just standard milk, guys. Nothing real special. Stir that up a little bit. Now we're just going to pour that on there and just lightly stir it around, and then it's your prerogative on what you want to do from there. Just let you really just want to let it chill for a bit. You can put it in the refrigerator, you know, chow down right away with it, whatever you want to do. It's going to be a little warm though. Okay. And lightly just stir that around. Mmm. long time coming here. Total about 40-45 minutes with cooking and prep time and everything else. But again, do it once, lasts you the whole week. Nutrition, protein enriched, good complex carbohydrates. Got all the garlic in there. It's really good for all the antioxidants. You know, lowering your blood pressure. Really good for the heart. Helps to boost the immune system. You guys are fighting a cold or something, garlic's the way to go. All right. So, do we taste it now, huh? It's burning up. It's like burn my mouth again. It's way too hot to eat, guys. I'm just gonna. Oh, but it's gonna be good. Oh, it's gonna be delicious. The chicken, you can see it's kind of like, you know, it starts to turn color, gets a little bit whiter. That means it's cooked through. How do you know when the garlic's totally cooked? I don't really know how you know. It should, like, when you put it in your mouth, you should just smash it with your tongue. It should just like dissolve. That's when it's cooked. Sometimes it gets a little clearer, not so white. Like it comes out like a little bit pinkish when you first put it in there. Now it should be a little clear. And then you push it right on your tongue, it just dissolves. Everything else, chicken. This is really good. And you know me, I don't like things that are this hot in temperature. I can't stop eating it now. So we got here garlic soup, man. Really good for the body, good for the immune system. Antioxidants. We got the brown rice in there, which is complex carbohydrates, sustained energy throughout the day. Ton of chicken. God, probably 200 grams of protein in there, if not more. So ultimate snack food, ultimate meal. You know, good breakfast, good lunch. I wouldn't eat it really late that night, too late, because of the carbohydrates in there. We really don't need them, but give it a shot. It's a good feast here, especially if you have a lot of people coming over to your house for a weekend or something. Families in town cooking this up. I tell you, you impress some people with this dish, garlic soup, and it fights off the vampire. So good on that. Thanks for watching. All right, I know I just said, you know, thanks for watching, but this stuff, it tastes too good, so I'm gonna make a couple of it right now for you. Oh yeah, it is. Woo-hoo-hoo! Loving it. You guys can put whatever else you want in there. If you want to put a little extra salt, whatever floats your boat. Doesn't need any of it. Get some garlic in there, the chicken, brown rice, steaming like a motherfucker, like one in the sauna. That's the problem. When you make this food and it tastes that good, you forget about the pain of the heat. You just eat it anyway, but all day long, man. Put it on the menu. It's my second bowl of this. Back-to-back bowls, man. That's how good this is. And I still have at least enough for, like, you know, what is it? At least 4 or 5 more days. Good and happy. Great Plitt helping me eat good. Thanks for watching. We're gonna grow it this year, man. We're gonna make it all happen. Great Plitt help me stay fit. Thanks for watching.